Many older adults believe that eating oatmeal every morning is the perfect healthy habit. It's true. Oatmeal helps lower
Germination begins.
cholesterol, stabilize blood sugar, and protect heart health. But
Nutrients in
few
motion.
people realize that more than 80% are eating it the wrong way, unknowingly turning this so-called superfood into something that makes them tired, raises blood sugar, and speeds up aging. Do you add a little sugar, use instant oats, or just cook it quickly with water for convenience? It might sound harmless, but those small habits silently
From grain
erase
to oats.
most of oatmeal's benefits. In today's video, we'll uncover the 9 most dangerous mistakes older adults make when eating oatmeal, and simple ways to turn every breakfast into a natural medicine for your health. Stay until the end to make sure you're not making any of them. Mistake 1. Adding sugar or syrup to make it taste better. A habit that seems harmless, adding a bit of brown sugar, honey, or syrup, is actually what destroys most of oatmeal's natural benefits. Oats are rich in soluble fiber called beta-glucan, which helps lower cholesterol and stabilize blood sugar. But even a small spoonful of sugar can undo that effect. For younger people, the body might handle it better, but after 60, the pancreas works slower and insulin sensitivity drops, so even a little sugar can cause a stronger reaction. When sugar is added, blood glucose spikes quickly, forcing the pancreas to release insulin to bring it down. A few hours later, blood sugar drops, leaving you tired, shaky, hungry, and craving sweets again. This daily cycle weakens your metabolism and increases the risk of type 2 diabetes, especially in people over 60. According to the American Diabetes Association, 70% of older adults who eat sweetened cereals have blood sugar levels that fluctuate twice as much as those who eat unsweetened grains. A study in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition also found that just 2 tablespoons of sugar at breakfast can raise appetite and belly fat for up to 6 hours afterward. Belly fat is the most dangerous type for your heart and blood pressure and is linked to memory decline. Even worse, adding syrup or honey increases AGEs, harmful compounds that make your skin wrinkle faster and your joints stiffen sooner. Take Sandra, 65, for example. She thought using honey instead of sugar was safe. After 2 years of that habit, her blood tests showed higher cholesterol and triglycerides. When she replaced honey with ripe banana and added a bit of cinnamon, her energy stayed steady and her sugar cravings disappeared. Many others say that simply swapping sugar for fresh fruit helps them sleep better and feel lighter after breakfast. If you like sweetness, go natural. Use banana, apple, pear, or a few blueberries.
Yes, it truly
These
is.
fruits contain natural fructose and fiber, so sugar absorbs slowly. A touch of cinnamon or vanilla makes it taste pleasant while helping control blood sugar. You can also add walnuts, almonds, or unsweetened Greek yogurt. The mild sweetness and creamy texture make your oatmeal both delicious and balanced. In truth, tasty and healthy can go hand in hand if you make the right adjustments. Once you get used to the natural sweetness of fruit, you'll no longer feel the need to reach for that spoonful of sugar or syrup. And that small
That was
change
so
can go a
good.
long
Yeah,
way
it was
in
really
protecting your
nice.
heart and memory every single day. Mistake 2. Eating flavored instant oatmeal packets. Instant oatmeal with flavors like strawberry, apple cinnamon, or vanilla cream is often marketed as convenient, time-saving, and heart-healthy. But behind those sweet-smelling packets hides a large amount of sugar and additives that make them more like dessert than breakfast. In fact, many contain corn syrup, artificial sweeteners, or hydrogenated palm oil, ingredients that turn a healthy breakfast into a processed snack. Just one strawberries and cream packet can contain 16 to 18 grams of sugar. That's about 4 teaspoons. For older adults, that much sugar can cause blood sugar to spike and then crash, leading to fatigue and poor focus throughout the morning. Even worse, the so-called natural flavors listed on the package are often synthetic and can trigger low-grade chronic inflammation, one of the key drivers of aging. When this hidden inflammation builds up day after day, it can contribute to joint pain, artery hardening, and memory decline. A 2022 study by the American Heart Association found that people who ate flavored breakfast cereals at least 4 times per week had a 20% higher risk of heart disease than those who ate plain whole grains. Scientists also warn that frequent exposure to overly sweet foods dulls your taste buds, making it harder to enjoy the natural sweetness of fruits and fresh foods. Many people think, it's just one small packet, it's fine. But for older adults, a slower metabolism and weaker insulin response mean that sugar has a much stronger effect. Plus, instant oats are usually overprocessed and pre-cooked, giving them a higher glycemic index and stripping away most B vitamins. Take Howard, age 72. He used to eat 2 packets of apple-flavored oatmeal every morning. After a year, his blood sugar went from pre-diabetic to diabetic. Only after switching to whole rolled oats, adding fresh apple and cinnamon, did his energy and health start to improve. His story isn't unique. Many older Americans report sleeping better and avoiding mid-morning energy crashes once they switched from instant oats to rolled or steel-cut oats. The fix is simple. Choose rolled oats or steel-cut oats. These less processed types keep the grain structure intact, releasing energy slowly and evenly. You can flavor them naturally with fresh fruit, chia seeds, or a drizzle of pure honey. This way, you control the sugar and keep oatmeal's full nutritional value. A bit of cinnamon, nutmeg, or toasted walnuts also adds flavor while supporting heart health. If you ever thought strawberry-flavored oatmeal was a healthy breakfast, now you know better. Take a look in your pantry. You might find that the health destroyer has been sitting right there all along. Mistake 3. Eating oatmeal without protein. Oatmeal is full of fiber, minerals, and vitamins, but it's low in protein, which means it can't keep your energy steady for long. Eating oatmeal alone causes blood sugar to rise quickly and drop just as fast. You end up feeling hungry, tired, and reaching for coffee or sweets to boost energy again, a common cycle for many people. After 60, the body naturally loses muscle mass, a process called sarcopenia. If your breakfast only includes carbs, this loss happens faster, affecting strength, mobility, and even memory. A 2021 study in the Journal of Nutrition and Aging found that older adults who added protein to breakfast had 40% more stable blood sugar levels and felt less hungry during the day. Protein doesn't just preserve muscle, it helps make hormones and enzymes that keep your body running smoothly. Without enough protein, older adults may feel tired, their skin may age faster, and their immune system can weaken. Carol, age 68, used to eat oatmeal with skim milk every morning, but felt hungry again after 2 hours. When her nutritionist suggested adding 1 spoon of Greek yogurt and a few walnuts, she was surprised to feel full until lunchtime and stopped craving snacks. Many seniors in the U.S. have shared similar results after adding a small amount of protein to their morning oats. They feel more energized for walking, yoga, or gardening. The solution is easy. Mix in natural protein sources like Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, chia seeds, flaxseed, or a boiled egg. If you prefer convenience, add half a scoop of plant-based protein powder. These sources not only stabilize energy, but also help maintain muscle, support healthy weight, and lower the risk of falls in older adults. In fact, researchers at the Mayo Clinic found that just 20 to 25 grams of protein at breakfast, the equivalent of 1 Greek yogurt and a handful of nuts, can reduce muscle loss by up to 30% in seniors. That means a small change each morning can act as long-term health insurance. Protein is the anchor that keeps your oatmeal breakfast balanced and lasting. Without it, you're basically eating a bowl of quick carbs. Even the healthiest oats can't make up for that. If you've ever eaten plain oatmeal and felt hungry soon after, try adding a protein source tomorrow morning. And if you've done that before, comment, "Have done it." If you already add protein every morning, comment, "Doing it right." Let's see how many of us are eating the right way. Mistake 4. Eating too much oatmeal. Oatmeal is undeniably healthy, but healthy doesn't mean eat as much as you want. This is one of the most common mistakes, especially among older adults who think that eating a lot of oats will automatically improve heart and digestive health. Half a cup of dry oats, about 40 to 50 grams, doubles in size when cooked, making one full nutrient-rich serving. Yet many people eat double that amount, then top it with peanut butter, syrup, dried fruit, and nuts, unknowingly pushing their calorie count through the roof. A supersized bowl like that can easily reach 600 to 800 calories, roughly equal to a fast food meal. Thomas, 69, once believed that you can never have too much oatmeal. Every morning, he ate nearly a full cup with honey and raisins. In just 3 months, he gained over 6 pounds and often felt bloated and sluggish. Once he cut his portion in half and added Greek yogurt with a few berries, he felt lighter, slept better, and his weight slowly returned to normal. Physiologically, too much fiber at once can overwhelm the digestive system, especially in older adults. The result is bloating, gas, and poor absorption of minerals like iron, zinc, and calcium. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that eating over 30 grams of fiber in a single meal can reduce iron absorption by up to 25%. This helps explain why many seniors who eat too clean with lots of oats, vegetables, and seeds still end up anemic or with weak bones. Another issue with large portions is that they throw off your nutritional balance. A huge bowl of oats may give you plenty of carbs and fiber, but little protein or healthy fat, two key components for steady energy and brain health. Instead of the bigger the better, think just enough, but smartly combined. The fix is simple but powerful. Keep your dry oats serving between 40 to 50 grams. Once cooked, that's enough to satisfy hunger without feeling heavy. If you're still hungry, add protein, like eggs or Greek yogurt, or a bit of healthy fat, like walnuts or pumpkin seeds. Increasing quality is always better than increasing quantity. Here's a clever trick from US nutritionists. Use a smaller bowl. When your bowl looks full, your brain registers it as a full meal, even if it's only half the size you usually eat. It's a simple yet surprisingly effective way to control calories every day. Remember, a healthy breakfast isn't the one that makes you the most full, but the one that leaves you light, alert, and energized until lunch. Mistake 5. Not soaking oats before cooking. This small habit makes a big difference. Many people, especially older men, pour oats straight into a pot and start cooking. But by skipping this step, you're missing a powerful nutrient activation process. Like most grains, oats contain phytic acid, a natural compound that binds to minerals like iron, zinc, magnesium, and calcium, making them harder for your body to absorb. When you eat unsoaked oats every day, phytic acid can build up and reduce your nutrient intake over time. Even if your meals seem balanced, your body may still struggle to get enough of these key minerals. This is especially concerning for older adults whose nutrient absorption is already slower. Low iron can cause fatigue, low zinc weakens immunity and skin health, and calcium deficiency leads to fragile bones. In fact, many people over 65 who eat healthy diets still experience hidden micronutrient deficiencies, often because they skip simple steps like soaking their oats. A 2021 nutrition research study found that soaking oats for 6 to 8 hours in water or milk with a few drops of lemon juice or apple cider vinegar reduces phytic acid by up to 70%, while increasing iron and zinc absorption by 30%. Soaking also activates a natural enzyme called phytase, which helps unlock the trapped minerals. That's why overnight oats are often considered the most nutrient-efficient way to eat oatmeal. Lisa, 71, used to suffer from low iron, even though her diet was very healthy. When advised to soak her oats overnight, she dismissed it as too much hassle. But after a few months, she noticed more energy, brighter skin, and no more bloating after breakfast. Her friends were surprised at how such a small change made such a big difference. Here's how to do it. At night, mix half a cup of oats with water or milk or nut milk, add a few drops of lemon juice, and refrigerate for 6 to 8 hours. In the morning, just warm it up, top with fruit, nuts, and protein, and you've got the perfect breakfast. You can even prep 2 or 3 jars at once to save time for the week. Think of soaking oats as warming up your food before it nourishes your body. Just like you wouldn't drive a car with a cold engine, your body needs preparation to fully absorb nutrients. It's a tiny detail, but it decides whether your breakfast is a natural health booster or just another bowl of carbs. Do you usually soak your oats before cooking? If yes, comment "soaked it." If not yet, comment "will try." Let's see how many people are ready to start this small but powerful habit. Mistake 6. Undercooking or overcooking oatmeal. Both extremes, not cooked enough and cooked too long, can ruin oatmeal's nutrition. One makes it hard to digest, the other destroys its vitamins and fiber. It sounds simple, but many older adults fall into one of these two traps without realizing it. Oats contain beta-glucan, a soluble fiber that lowers cholesterol, stabilizes blood sugar, and feeds healthy gut bacteria. but this fiber only works when it's activated by proper heat. If oats are undercooked, beta-glucan stays in its raw form, making it difficult for your body to absorb, which leads to bloating and indigestion. On the other hand, overcooking oats breaks down their structure and damages heat-sensitive B vitamins, turning your bowl into little more than empty carbs. Many seniors say they don't like cooking too long, so they just boil oats for a few minutes until soft, but end up feeling uncomfortable and low on energy later. Others let it simmer for half an hour until thick and sticky, leaving them overly full and tired soon after eating. Both methods strip away the real benefits of oatmeal. According to the Journal of Food Science and Technology, 2020, properly cooked oats improve the absorption of iron, magnesium, and zinc by up to 25%. But when cooked too long, B vitamins drop by over 40%. A Tufts University study also found that older adults who ate moderately cooked oatmeal had 30% more stable blood sugar compared to those who overcooked it. Martha, 70, from California, is a great example. She used to cook her oatmeal on low heat for half an hour until it turned mushy. Over time, she felt dizzy and weak after breakfast. Her nutritionist explained that overcooking had destroyed most of the B vitamins and turned her oats into fast-digesting starch. After switching to a shorter cooking time and adding Greek yogurt and walnuts, she noticed her energy stayed steady all morning and her afternoon sugar cravings disappeared. The best method? Control your time and heat. For rolled oats, cook on low for 5 to 10 minutes. For steel-cut oats, 20 to 25 minutes is enough. The oats should be soft, creamy, but not dry or sticky. If you prefer them softer, turn off the heat early and let them sit covered for 5 minutes. The oats will finish cooking gently without overboiling. Remember, cooking oats isn't just about softening the grains. It's about unlocking their nutrition. When done right, your bowl of oatmeal will leave you feeling light, full, and energized instead of tired and heavy. Mistake 7. Cooking oats directly in milk. It sounds logical. Milk makes oatmeal creamier, tastier, and adds calcium and protein. But few people know that cooking oats directly in milk at high heat can actually reduce the meal's nutritional value. When milk is heated, its proteins, casein and whey, bind with the starch in oats. This makes the mixture thicker and harder to digest, especially for older adults with slower digestion or constipation. At the same time, heat-sensitive vitamins like B2, riboflavin, and B12 in milk are quickly destroyed during boiling. Natural enzymes in milk that help with calcium absorption are also deactivated, undoing the very benefit you hoped to gain. A study in the Journal of Food Science found that when oats are cooked directly in milk at high temperature, their antioxidant activity drops by up to 25% compared to cooking them in water first and then adding milk afterward. The result? A sticky, heavy, nutrient-poor bowl that can make you feel bloated and sluggish all morning. Helen, 70, used to cook her oatmeal in milk every morning. After eating, she often felt bloated and tired for hours. When a nutritionist suggested switching methods, cooking oats in water first, then stirring in warm milk after removing from heat, her bloating disappeared, and her oatmeal tasted just as creamy, but felt much lighter. The fix? Always cook oats in water first. Once nearly done, turn off the heat and add warm milk, or nut milk like almond or walnut milk. This helps preserve vitamins, prevents stickiness, and makes digestion easier. For extra creaminess and gut benefits, stir in a spoonful of Greek yogurt after cooking. You can also top it with flaxseed or almonds for healthy fats instead of relying solely on heated milk. So, what about you? Do you usually cook your oats in water or milk first? Try switching the order and feel the difference. If you've made this mistake before, comment, "Have done it." If you've always used water first, comment, "Doing it right." Mistake 8. Skipping the pinch of salt. When cooking, many people believe the plainer the oatmeal, the better, thinking less salt means better heart health. But in reality, a small pinch of natural salt, like sea salt or pink Himalayan salt, not only isn't harmful, but actually helps balance flavor, awaken your taste buds, and reduce the need to add sugar later. Without salt, oatmeal tends to taste bland, leading many people to add sugar, honey, or syrup to make it tastier. The result? A supposedly heart-healthy breakfast becomes a sugary dessert, Just a small pinch of salt not only rounds out the flavor, but also enhances oatmeal's own natural sweetness. This is especially important for older adults since taste sensitivity declines with age, making food less enjoyable. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that people who added a small pinch of salt, about 0.3 to 0.5 grams, while cooking oatmeal felt 15% fuller and were less likely to add sugar afterward. The small sodium amount also helps your body absorb minerals like magnesium, supporting nerve and muscle function, crucial for seniors. In fact, some nutrition experts at the Mayo Clinic note that completely cutting out salt in healthy older adults can sometimes increase fatigue and electrolyte imbalance. Peter, 73, had lost his sense of taste so much that he stopped eating oatmeal altogether. But after trying just half a pinch of sea salt while cooking, he was amazed. Oatmeal suddenly tasted naturally sweet again. He didn't need sugar or honey, yet still found it delicious and satisfying. The fix: add a tiny pinch of salt at the start of cooking. As it dissolves, it helps the oats cook evenly and brings out their natural flavor. If you're on a low-sodium diet, check with your doctor to determine a safe amount. But for most healthy older adults, this small quantity is perfectly fine. Remember, salt isn't the enemy, it's the guide that helps reveal oatmeal's true flavor, as long as you know where to stop. Mistake 9. Relying entirely on oatmeal in your diet. Oatmeal is healthy, but it's not complete. Many older adults, after learning about its benefits, turn it into their only breakfast, sometimes even replacing rice or porridge for the whole week. The result? Fatigue, weakness, and dizziness that seem to appear out of nowhere. Oats are rich in fiber, but lack several key nutrients like vitamin B12, vitamin D, easily absorbed iron, and omega-3 fatty acids. These are essential for energy, brain function, and heart health. When you only eat oats, your body misses out on quality protein and healthy fats, over time leading to muscle loss, dry skin, and memory decline. Geriatric doctors often see patients who believe they're eating clean with oatmeal every day, but are actually dealing with hidden anemia, muscle loss, and cognitive decline. A study in the Journal of Nutrition and Healthy Aging found that adults over 60 who relied heavily on a single food group, like grains, had a 34% higher risk of nutrient deficiency. Prolonged vitamin B12 deficiency, in particular, increases the risk of brain shrinkage and depression, two common issues in older age. Take Martha, 75, for example. She believed eating oatmeal daily was her secret to longevity. But after a year, she noticed hair loss, dry skin, and fatigue. When her doctor added eggs, salmon, and greens to her diet, her health and memory improved noticeably within months. Her story is a powerful reminder that balance is more important than any superfood. The fix: treat oatmeal as your base, not your entire meal. Rotate other foods during the week, like eggs, fish, beans, leafy greens, and fresh fruits. When you do eat oatmeal, pair it with protein and healthy fats, a spoonful of walnuts, chia seeds, or a boiled egg. A balanced breakfast could look like this: half a bowl of oatmeal, Greek yogurt, berries, a few nuts, and one egg. Enough energy to last while nourishing your heart, brain, and muscles. The ideal breakfast is balanced: oats for steady energy, protein to preserve muscle, and good fats to support heart and brain health. That's the true formula for staying strong and sharp as the years go by. Conclusion: eat right to stay healthy and live longer. After 60, as you can see, oatmeal isn't entirely innocent. Its nutrition can either heal or harm, depending on how you prepare it. A single spoon of sugar, one instant packet, or an overcooked pot can undo much of its goodness. But when made the right way, this simple dish becomes a natural medicine that keeps your body strong, your heart steady, and your mind clear. Seniors don't need extreme diets or expensive superfoods. What they truly need is balance. Half a bowl of properly cooked oatmeal, a bit of protein, a few walnuts, and fresh fruit. That's enough to nourish both body and mind. The key is habit. When you start each morning the right way, your digestion improves, your sleep deepens, your blood sugar stabilizes, and your whole body works more smoothly throughout the day. Oatmeal isn't magic, but it can be a trusted friend in healthy aging if you listen to your body and adjust the small details. A long-term U.S. study found that adults over 60 who ate whole grains correctly at least 4 days a week lived an average of 5 years longer than those who didn't. The real power lies in consistency, not extremes. So starting tomorrow, do it right. Cook oats in water, add a pinch of salt, soak them first, and pair them with protein and fruit. A small change, but one that can lead to lasting health. If you found this video helpful, share it with someone you care about, especially those who still think, as long as it's healthy, anything goes. And in the comments, let us know which of these 9 mistakes you've made before. Sometimes, just recognizing and correcting one small habit can make your golden years stronger, brighter, and full of life.